Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Healthy Brain Podcast. Or maybe it's not the morning for you, it's the afternoon or evening when you're listening to this. Today, we're going to be talking about how to overcome procrastination and create healthy habits. I'm going to specifically be talking, well, in most cases for brain health, but really, brain health is also your body, how physically you feel, mentally you feel. So, it's synonymous overall with brain healthy and healthy habits in general. Many of my clients, my coaching clients, when they start with me, they report they just are a procrastinator. They think that they give up on things. It's just not for them. They give up on either the exercise program, the nutrition plan, the stress management plan, the time management plan, the budget plan, because they procrastinate. They just don't do it. And they're like, I just don't feel motivated. I need to find the motivation. And maybe you've heard yourself say that before. And why is it that as human beings, many of us do procrastinate, but there are many people who have overcome the procrastination. But why is it that we do procrastinate as human beings? Well, it's because we're trying to stop certain behaviors and start new ones. It's because our brain goes into this fear mode. We want to give up because of the discomfort of the magnitude of change. Our brain has three things that it really is in charge of, or that not in charge of, but that it's driven towards: making things easy, pleasurable, and avoiding pain. And easy, that's more of that pleasurable, making it easy, but it's also reward. It's looking for that reward. But as far as procrastination, our brain actually procrastinates because it's avoiding the discomfort, the pain of the change. It's easier to give up than to keep going forward. Our brains make us believe that change is so complicated and it's too difficult for you to do. The brain actually will look for evidence all around you to show you that, yeah, see, you've given up, so don't even bother doing it because in the past you've given up, so you think you can really do it now. I've heard the situations from my clients, and I've also experienced it myself. I've overcome procrastination in that I've been able to improve my financial portfolio. I've really, to get out of debt. I've lost a significant amount of weight. I've improved my brain health. I've created two successful businesses because I have overcome procrastination. And now when I coach clients on their brain health, this is what I work on exactly with them. I help my coaching clients overcome the fear, the procrastination, the limiting behaviors and beliefs so they can finally create a healthy brain and body. I help them to overcome the obstacles and create consistency in their habits, routines, and choices through a program that I've created based on neuroscience and also my years of working in neuroscience and also holistic health therapies. The good news is that we know now so much more because of the research that's been done on literally overcoming procrastination, replacing unhealthy habits with healthy habits. And that's what I want to give you today are some tips that I do work on with my clients, and I want to give them to you. And the easy way of, and I do this as a memory tool, acronyms. I love acronyms. So this acronym for creating healthy habits, 3 E's, and I'll go through them all. So 3 E's, the words start with the letter E. The first one is you want to make a new healthy habit easy. Make the steps smaller. Instead of the large goal of working out for, let's say, 30 minutes, make it small. Do 10 minutes. Instead of the large goal of losing 10 pounds in a month, aim for 3 to 5 pounds. So what we're doing is we're easing our brain into doing the action, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes, because what we want to create is this consistency of showing up. So when you're looking at think of a brain healthy habit, a healthy habit that you want to implement, something that you've been procrastinating. Maybe in January, maybe at the beginning of April, you said, okay, this is the month that this is the year I'm going to do this. And when you look back, it's like, I haven't really been able to do it. I've given up. I procrastinated. So look at how can you make the step smaller? How can you make it easier? How can you make it more doable that it's like, of course I could do 5 minutes. I could do 3 minutes of meditation. Like when my clients will say, well, I don't have time to meditate. Everybody has 3 minutes. You can. So take this idea of easy. How can I make what I want to implement a healthy habit? How can I make it easy? The second E is how can I make my healthy habit enjoyable? Recently, I've been talking to my clients about how to make habits more enjoyable. And this may resonate with you, but it really depends on, and that's why coaching, when I offer my coaching, it's one-on-one initially. And people, what I find is very helpful is when I work with people one-on-one, we really find what resonates with them, what will make it enjoyable for them. So I'll give you some ideas. Tracking habits on a habit tracker usually is really satisfying and enjoying for most people. Again, you want to make it easy, so you don't want to make it too overwhelming. You can also cross off a habit when you've completed the habit to make it more enjoyable. You can piggyback a habit to something enjoyable. So let's say the new habit is I want to work out, exercise for 10 minutes. After I exercise, I'm going to watch a YouTube video that I've been wanting to watch, and it's like a 10-minute or 5-minute video. I mean, are there 5-minute videos on YouTube? I guess they're shorts, but you get the gist, is that it's actually a habit stacking that is a well-known method of implementing habits, is that you habit stack with something that you enjoy, or it's temptation bundling. Actually, it's more of a temptation bundling. So you know that after I exercise, I will do whatever it is, like a little mini reward. Habit stacking is more, let's say you always have and enjoy a cup of coffee. You'll have the cup of coffee, and then after that, you'll meditate. So the new habit is meditation. You're going to habit stack on top of the habit of coffee. So those are some little bonus tips to making a habit stick. But back to making it more enjoyable, I want to share something. And if you're listening or if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see this. I've recently been using, I get into this, like, I love planners, I love journaling, and I've been using a planner every day. I do use a planner, but I really love the creativeness of using a journal. So I'm down the rabbit hole, and I am trying all these new things. So this is a Hobonichi Weeks. It's this cute little thing. Now I use this for my health tracker. And what I've done, now the first week was a miss, but the second week, I want you to see the green, and then there's a red and the purple. You can see that the green across, that was when taking care of my face, meaning I do a certain lymph massage in the morning or in the evening. The red is for red light therapy, and the purple is for stretch. So when I look across, and after each evening, I fill this out. I just color it in. So I can see that last week I had 6 out of 7 days of really completing my facial regime. And red light therapy, that was only 3 out of 7. and stretching 3 out of 7. Now, I do also track other things. I have my walking, my workout, my water, that's in my daily section. And also on one side, the reading, the watching, the learning, but the paper. Oh, I love the paper, the turn of the paper when it's full. And I'm starting this is the new week. So I even put down with my walk, I put down the weather, how the weather is. Yesterday was 72 and sunny. Today is cloudy, a little rain, 44, quite a difference. And I put down what I'm reading, what I'm watching, what I'm learning. So I do call it my health, but it's sort of health and hobbies. Um, the point of me showing this really is I get a lot of enjoyment from using some colorful markers, from writing down what I'm doing to keep track of it. And I am embracing how I enjoy it. It may seem not immature, but it's sort of, well, it's reminiscent of when I was younger in my middle school years, using colorful markers, enjoying the creativity there. I'm tapping back into that because I'm like, okay, I want to get a lot of these healthy habits structured into my day. So I am going to use something that's enjoyable. For you, it could be just a simple habit tracker. It could just be a list that you check off. So I encourage you to tap into what would really resonate with you and make you happy. It brings a smile to my face. And I've even put stickers on them. Yes, stickers. And I'm not ashamed to say that I do like a good sticker book. And this one, the last thing I'll say, it's a scratch and sniff. It still smells like a little bit like chocolate. Look at caramel meow chiato. They're little cat coffee stickers. I mean, come on, that's so cute. So I'm having fun with that. All right, let's do the third E. The third E is environment. So what you want to do when you're implementing a new healthy habit, make the environment conducive for supporting the environment, the new healthy habit. Like, because my little book, it's so cute and compact, I can just leave it on my desk in front of me. It's right there, so I know I can just track, monitor. But for a healthy habit, let's say setting up my environment conducive for nutrition, don't buy the junk food. I've mentioned before in another episode of how I decreased and really significantly decreased my intake of alcohol. I don't buy the alcohol. Now, I still have a drink when I'm out, when I'm on vacation. I'll still have it, but it took literally taking it out. I don't necessarily, if there's a bottle of vodka or gin, I'm not really interested in making a mixed drink. For me, it was, and this was many years ago, it was more just if I had an open bottle of wine, I'd have a glass, and then I'd have the next day, oh, it's open, I might as well have another glass. It just became too easy for me to have it as just one glass a day for maybe 5 out of 7 days. And I wanted to get rid of that habit. So what I did is for more than 60 days, I just didn't buy it. And really now I don't buy wine and keep in my home just because I know that I won't open it up and use it. So I save my money for something else. So it also though is junk food, processed food, chips. I don't buy potato chips because if I've had a stressful day, I open it up, that bag, and just eat too many potato chips. So I know myself already. I don't test myself, I know myself. Set out your exercise clothes the night before. Find a meditation on an app like Insight Timer. to do later on. So I'm all about, in my intentional morning course that I give to every one of my coaching clients, that I go through the 5 steps of creating and the 5 steps of an intentional morning. And this is one is meditation. I suggest pick a meditation and decide on it beforehand. So it's in your phone, you know, you have it bookmarked. You know that when it's time to meditate, you just have to open it up. You don't have to decide, it's already there. So that's another example of environment. All right. So if what I've given you today sparks interest in you and you want to find out more, then I welcome you to connect with me. If you want to find out more about coaching with me, connect with me. Set up a free health coaching call. I specifically call it a brain health coaching call. But really, if it's anything to do with health and life coaching, I can help you with achieving your goals, overcoming the obstacles and procrastination, and creating a healthy and vibrant life. You'll find the link to set that up in the show notes or also on any of my social media. You can always DM me if you have more questions. Have a great week, everybody. See you next time.